Life. It's your boy MC Shadow back at you with another video. Make sure you guys like and are subscribed to the channel. You know, it does help my channel get into the algorithm. It's free. You know, you can't turn down free stuff, bro. Let's go ahead and, hit that like and subscribe, brother. Now, what I wanted to talk about was something that one of my subscribers had brought up to me, George Garcia. So shout out to him for the idea for this video. He brought up what are my thoughts on the whole boycott on Bud Light, right? The whole beef going on, the whole boycotting of it. Now, for those who are not aware, but before I get into it, for all those who, for some odd reason, every time I come and speak on a sensitive subject, whether it's political or has to deal with, real life events and stuff like that, understand that I'm not a conservative. I am not a Democrat. I am not a Republican. I am not a liberal. I am none of that shit. All right. I have my own mind and, I do and think for myself. I am not a sheep. You know what I mean? So before I get people talking about woke or another one of these, idiot Republicans and conservatives and left wing and bro, we are none of that. We think for ourselves right here. We give our honest opinions, and remember, these are just my opinions, on subjects, right? So I only come and tell it how it is, give my opinion, no sugarcoating it, no agenda, no strings are attached, nobody's thinking for me, you know what I mean? I'm my own person, all right? So, because every time I, come and I criticize, Biden or I criticize Trump or something like that, I get people from the other side like, oh, and it's like, bro, I don't care about the right nor the left, bro. Why do you assume that I'm one or the other? I can only point out the facts on topics, bro. Whether it's the topic is on the right side or the left side, it don't matter. We don't come and, just insult one side. No, we're here to critique it all, bro. We gotta be even Steven. Can't just pick and choose and then, we gonna come and throw it all out there evenly, unbiased. Probably the only channel that's unbiased. We are truly unbiased right here, bro. I always come and I even talk about subjects in which, I don't like myself. I don't like, the overall narrative, but I can't, bullshit it. I only come and tell you how it is. I mean, I like it. Only call it how it is. Now, there's a boycott going on Bud Light because apparently Bud Light has did a partnership with this, transgender, I guess. This transgender person who is apparently a famous TikToker or YouTuber or something like that, right? But she's famous, right? So they did a partnership with her and they sponsored, and pushing the whole, transgender and LGBT community and everything. Kid Rock apparently took to his social media in protest, shooting at cases of Bud Light and everything. Now, the reason why he brought up this topic to me is because for those who are not aware, I'm a big King Cobra's fan. I drink King Cobra. I love King Cobra. Now, I know people are going to be like, oh, that's nasty. Oh, you're drinking Cobra. First of all, I like the way it tastes. It's my beer, bro. What do you want? I'm not a sheep. Not all of us like Modelos, bro. Why does it got to be Modelo? Why can't I just like King Cobra? That's what I like to drink, bro. I like the taste. Why can't I drink King Cobra? Why does it got to be Modelo? Why? Because everybody drinks Modelo? And because everybody drinks Modelo, you got to drink Modelo? Bro, I think for myself, bro. I'm not worried about what other people might think about me if drinking. I don't care, bro. They may say that King Cobra tastes like shit. Fuck it. I like it. I think Modelo tastes like shit, so why is it yours more valid that you think mine is shitty and I think yours is shitty, but why is yours more valid than me? Why? Because more people drink Modelos because they just want to be a part of the circus? Like I said, I'm not a follower, bro. I'm not going to go out there chasing, going and getting Jordans and Modelos and just because that's what everybody gets and Gucci and Louis Vuitton. Like, fucking think for yourself, bro. Okay. I am not a part of this circus. I could care less what the media and everyone thinks. Bro, it's what I like to drink, bro. And I'm not going to, now hide what I like to drink just because I'm worried about what people might think. The day that happens, bro, I might as well just end my life. It's ridiculous. We think for ourselves right here. Now, when it comes to this whole topic, right? So King Cobra is a product of Anderson Busch, right? They're the distributor of the product, right? So they distribute different types of beers, Budweiser, Bud Light, Michelob. They distribute King Cobra. They distribute several beers, right? That's how the licensing of distributing beers, right, is broken up into depending what sector you're in, is broken up into different branches. There's classic, there's harbor, and all of that, right? But that's neither here nor there, right? So it's a product of Anderson Busch, which is a part of Bud Light, right? And so since that's my favorite beer, he's like, what do I feel about it if I'm gonna boycott it, because of the whole transgender. And here's what I'll say to that. No, because I don't care. I don't care if she's a trans. I don't care if he wants to be a woman or how he wants to be seen, bro. That's none of my business. Why am I gonna care about what he or she or whatever wants to be in this world? I don't care, bro. I don't. That's his or her or whatever, That's their life, not mine. However they want to be with themselves and however they want to call themselves or what they want to do with their life, that's on them, bro. Why am I going to be worried about how another person lives their life? I don't care. I worry about my life and what I'm doing and what's going on with me. Why am I going to be worried about somebody else, how they want to live their life, bro? Why? Why would I care so much? I don't. You know what I mean? And that's how a lot of people see it. That's how a lot of homies see it, bro. When people are be like, oh, what are your thoughts on, this whole transgender? Who gives a fuck? Or the whole gay thing and whatever, bro. Why am I going to care about this guy who he wants to sleep with? I don't give a damn if he wants to sleep with a woman, a man, a dog. I don't care. Or unless it's a kid. That's the only thing where I draw the line, bro, because you're taking advantage of innocence there, right? Somebody that can't defend themselves. That situation in itself is different, right? Because you could feel prideful about, a certain topic, right? Like for example, Kid Rock feels, prideful about this topic, right? About transgenders, and I feel prideful about child molesters, right? So they can't even say what's the difference. The difference is that yours has to do about how a person wants to live their life. Mine has to do about an adult taking advantage of someone who can't defend themselves, of innocence. That is the difference. They can't defend themselves. This is about how a person wants to live. Why do you care? Why is it that much of a big deal that you got to shoot some Bud Light? You could have drank that. And I don't want to hear nobody come out here and say that Bud Light is pure water and blah, blah, blah. First of all, my boy, buy a 12-pack of Bud Light and drink it, and I better not see you drunk or buzz, my boy. I better not see you drunk or buzz. Talking about it's water. And not everyone's drinking to get drunk, you alcoholic. Some people just want to take it easy and have a good time. Know what I mean? Motherfuckers over here chugging tequila like if that makes you crazy or down or whatever. It makes you idiotic, bro. You could die of alcohol poisoning. Who are you impressing by chugging alcohol? How is that impressive? It's only risking you now dying of alcohol poisoning because of your body overheating and you melting your brain. I don't know how that's impressive or why that would be impressive to do that. I really don't see, how's that skills. You know what I mean? I take my time drinking my beer. I'm enjoying it, bro. What the fuck? This ain't no race. Like, you pussy. Bro, if I listen to you, if I let you punk me into doing this, then I'm a bitch. But if I stand firm on my stance, then you ain't gonna punk me into doing something. Therefore, who's the bitch? Right? Those manipulation tactics don't work around here. You know what I mean? Reverse psychology, none of that. We're well aware. Now, so this person, whatever Bud Light, however they want to do partnership because they want to spread out to those, that community and maybe get their supports or their cha-ching, because now they'll buy their products because they're in support of their movements or whatever. Now, but here's now the a switch on the topic though, right? Even though I don't care about transgenders, what they do with their lives, how they want to live, it's none of my business. I do and am a strong believer that it shouldn't be taught and forced up on our kids, because in a child's innocence, right, which they're not even thinking about none of this, the overall matters and everything like that, I don't think it's right for them to throw all of this on them, right? Like, why does it have to be mentioned, or why does it have to be taught or reference, to when we're talking about a children's innocence, right? Because their brain hasn't developed to the point where they're able to completely understand these scenarios, right? So why would you want to lay this on them? That is the most ridiculous thing you could do. So I think it needs to be kept out of the school and out of cartoons and stuff like that, right? Because we're talking about children here who are not able to comprehend. You're only going to confuse them, right? It is only going to make shit worse, not better, right? Once they become of that age, like let's say high school, then you're able to have these conversations, right? Um, right, and explain stuff right to these individuals, where now they could, have a better understanding of the overall scenarios, right? But middle schools and elementaries, bro, or in cartoons and stuff like that, this is ridiculous that it's even in there. No offense to them or whatever. Like I said, I don't care what they do with themselves. It's just understanding the dynamics and how you'll confuse and do more harm to a child than good, right? Now, I understand that there's some that, since a young age, they feel, some type of way. And there's therapy for that. And there's, they could get, special classes, to help them out with their but whatever they got going on with themselves. You know what I mean? Uh, Not in a bad way. I hate when people think that if you go seek like help like that you're seen as less or you're seen as damaged or something like that, when we all need help in this world with whatever battles we have going on. You know what I mean? Nobody's perfect, and we all have our issues and our own battles and shit in this world, right? It's ridiculous to think that you're perfect and nothing wrong with you. Trust me, there's something wrong with each and every one of us. Right? So to be, making fun of these people and stuff like that, bro. Like, what, you think you're big and bad now? It's not big and bad you picking on these people and taking advantage of them. Like, you know what I mean? And to think that we're seeing the type that would even care, bro, we do not give a F about them, bro. We could be running in the hood. They could be right there. We don't care, bro. We're looking for We're looking for shit that actually matters within the dynamics. Beating up a bunch of gays or trans. How is that gonna? But that's what society thinks, right? I guess. Well, we got better shit to do. To be worrying about who the fuck they sleeping with or what they want to do with themselves or how they want to call themselves. Now, so I think it needs to be kept out of the schools and stuff like that for those very reasons. Another thing that I have a problem with is the same restroom thing. That is the most ridiculous thing that you could try to do, right? Because now it opens up Pandora's box, right? A bunch of other stuff, how do we tell the difference? How do we know this person is actually a transvestite and not just a sicko who would dress up like that just to go into the restroom with little girls, to molest and take advantage? All kinds of shit could happen, where somebody could be taken advantage of, molested, raped. You know what I mean? Like, there's all kinds of things, and not only that, the potential chance of your young, child, because I have a daughter, I have sons as well, so I know what I'm talking about. Now they potentially see something that they're just not, they're not supposed to see and stuff like that. Accidents do happen or whatever. Like I said, there's weirdo people out there. So now, how do we protect that? How do we separate all of that? I don't see how they would even consider this or even think that this shit's a good idea. And like I said, there's probably some cool transgenders out there. Like, I don't know this person or whatever, but they're probably, saints and everything. Not everyone's the same. Not all transgenders are cool like you. Maybe some of them are have things wrong with them, or maybe, they're more aggressive. And now you can see that, potentially, something bad happening to a young female because of this. or disrespecting because of, the private parts, disrespecting somebody else, who finds that disrespectful and stuff like that, right? That's why there's two separate restrooms, right? Um, so maybe they need to get their own restroom, but to, be in the, nah, bro, nah. It wouldn't even be cool if a lesbian walked into a male's restroom. Be like, what the fuck? That shit don't fly, bro. I'm just keeping it 100. So I do see from a lot of people's perspective why they would be mad at the subject, right? At certain things that they're trying to push upon, people, because it's kind of like saying, one of the main arguments or what that they would protest is that people would force all their stuff on them, not letting them be and say what they want. Pretty much, they felt silent, right? Silence. And now with all of this being, fed upon them, now they're doing the same they became what they hated, right? Now they're doing, what they hated, right? Forcing all their shit upon people who don't want, and now, silencing them every time they now speak about, their opinions on things. So now, they became everything that they hated, right? Because they used to be protesting how these people were silencing them, not letting them be who they want to be. And like I said, if they want to be transgenders and everything like that, fuck it. What's it to you? Let them live however they want. If that person wants to be a bigot and an asshole and a racist, then fuck it. Let him. That's his life. However he wants to live it. It might come with some consequences for them actions. For saying stupid shit, you might get your face split. But at the end of the day, he's entitled to say whatever he wants, and they're entitled to claim to be whatever they want. You worry about you, bro. You know what I mean? Because this is America, land of the free. So here, they're entitled to be racist and bigots and assholes. They're entitled to be transgenders and all this other crap. You're entitled to not give a F. You know what I mean? You do you, my guy. So I'll still keep drinking the product. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing to me, bro. But overall, that's my opinion, my thoughts on the subject. What do you guys think? I'm curious to hear your guys' opinions in the comments. Leave them in the comments. If Shadow, we out.